third last part. I'm not sure what number it is, actually. Probably part 7, I reckon it is. I just counted it out in my head. My Solo Rex, 1958 model, Series 2, I believe. I've got a mate. His alias name on Facebook is Chief Solo. Yeah, I'm Chief. That's that. The Solo Rex race at Sawfeast, that's me and Chief Solo. I think I mentioned it in the title. So 19-inch 404 square file, full house, full chisel chain. It's Carlton, I believe, Carlton or Oregon chain. Same deal. Check the compression before I put it in the trailer. That saw cost me I think I got 2 saws for a trailer load of very good firewood. Red gum, red box. Red and yellow box. It's about, I think he had $350 on it or something like that. Quite expensive for what it is. So what was wrong with the saw when I got it? Only thing is, the clamp that holds the starter on. I took the clamp off, repositioned where the rope comes out, like in the normal position. It doesn't really matter on those, except you don't want to pull it forwards, you got to pull it backwards. So my OCD, it's got to look mint. It was sort of, so the handle, instead of being level with the middle of the saw, it was kind of down here, and when you pull it, it'd slide around a little bit, and then when you release, like put the rope back down, it'd flop out and hang out probably about that far, so the handle will be hitting on the handle will be touching the ground if you put the saw down on the ground. So I pulled the clamp off, repositioned it, made it look spick and span, put it on the shelf, because I didn't have a bar and chain at the time. It didn't come with one, it was just a power head only. The saw's missing the outer bucking spike that bolts to the clutch cover. And it didn't have the correct exit port on the muffler. The fish gill didn't have the proper plate screwed to the muffler. It had like a homemade plate with holes drilled in it. Thought, okay, no worries. It doesn't have the correct kill switch either. It's the push-pull type. The old whatnot. It could be the correct kill switch. I think I asked Chief Solo that. He said, yeah, they had them on some saws. So okay, no worries. So eventually, when I had the time, like I did with the Pioneer, a spare hour or two, I pulled it down off the shelf, put it on the bench in the man cave. Whatnot. This was after retensioned the recoil. I took a bit of, well, I ground down the inner parts of the clamp, ground it down so the clamp is clamped tighter on the starter. Did it back up. I did the startup video, and I think there's a short on that. Solo Rex finally added to the collection after a bucket list saw or whatever it's titled. After that video, the recoil did the same thing. So I put it on the bench, and then I took the side cover off to have a look at the sprocket, see how much life's left in the sprocket. Then I thought, why? Because I've heard on the grapevine that they come out with a rim drive, so you can put 3/8, 325, change the size of the pitch and the drive of the chain. Because I've heard some people race them, they put like 10 tooth sprockets on them and run like a 20-inch bar, something like that. So I checked that, and then I thought, how do you adjust the bar? Like, how do you tighten the chain up on the Solo Rex? There's no chain adjuster, there's no chain adjuster on it. So I took a photo and I put it on one of the groups I'm in, and they said, yeah, it's supposed to be there. I've got another case. I've got about two-thirds of the parts to build the automatic boiler version, but the rear handle's broken off it. I need that whole case half so I can attempt to put it together. So I had a look on that one. That one doesn't have the chain adjuster either, so I've got to make, well, another enthusiast mechanic type guy like me, unqualified but jack of all trades, if you know what I mean. He sent me the bucket, which is, there's a bucket of parts which that was in. There was a chain adjuster right at the bottom, so I had to drill the hole because the hole wasn't even there. So it makes me wonder if the saw's ever done any cutting before, or whether it was mounted maybe to an old pump or generator or something. I don't know the history of the saw. So I had to drill the hole for the chain adjuster to go in. Then I had to get the bar plates. I still haven't got the clutch cover falling spikes. I took the clamp off the starter and I squished it. That's solved that problem. I had to put new screws. That didn't sound very good. It sounded like a flat tyre or something. I had to put new screws on the starter, like around the complete cowling. 3/16 brand new button head screws. It was all mint. Then took it to Sawfeast and then brought it home, and then found out there's only 2 screws holding the whole starter cover on. So I've got I'll drill them out, helicoil them, and when I put the starter on, the whole cover on, not JB welded, Loctite it in place so it doesn't, I don't really need to take it off again. So anyway, that's enough babbling. The saw's got some battle scars. It's grey and blue and with the red flywheel. Something else is red, can't remember, but it's not a Super Rex. It's just a standard 125 cc's, I believe. I haven't measured the bore. So I've had the shroud off the cylinder because I swapped the muffler over with one that's half decent. There was a plate on the other one because the holes were flocked out and they've just chucked any old South Tapper in it and whatnot. So I've got another, I've got the original muffler that's off it, plus another one spare, but I only run it every now and then. I raced it, I made some test cuts. I think I'll give a couple of other guys a go out there at Sawfeast, and then this time, that's the only times I've run it. Apart from testing the square file, hand filed, or the square ground hand filed chain at home, I still haven't touched the chain. It's a bit battered now because I cut the hardwood on the weekend. And here she is in all the glory. Hope you enjoy. I've got some other antiques to get running, 3 or 4. I'd like to get running to make a cut and at least get the video, because I haven't seen one on YouTube for the specific model I have. The direct drive, yes. The gear drive I haven't. Have a good afternoon. I'll see you on the part 8, maybe tomorrow. Have a good day, Uru. Thanks for watching. Peace.